It's with a heavy heart saying this, Brawl Stars has killed Graveyard Shift. I think we all had really high hopes for Graveyard Shift after its technically second appearance back inside of Brawl Stars, once known as Life Leech, now known as Graveyard Shift, both put to rest by Brawl Stars shortly after they were created in-game. There was hope, tweeted out by Frank, the head of Brawl Stars, responding to someone over on his Twitter page a few days after the Brawloween update was released, saying that if Graveyard Shift had enough positive feedback and it was played quite often up to par with the other game modes in the game, that it could have a permanent place inside of Brawl Stars, but of course it's not in the game anymore, so that must not have happened. As you can see by the tweet up on your screen once again by Frank, it just wasn't played a whole lot, even though I feel like a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I think I have a theory for that. When we take a look at the majority of game modes inside Brawl Stars, each and every one have their own specific metas, brawlers that you want to play over than others in order to maximize the amount of trophies that you can get from that game mode. We all know that it's meta, it's what happens when balance changes roll around, what brawler is the best for gem grab and things along those lines. Now, there is a little bit of an exception. I feel like the only game mode that is a little bit unbalanced is Takedown. There are definitely specific brawlers that are shining and other brawlers that you just don't want to run, and I feel like that notion is the biggest problem that Graveyard Shift had. Now, that isn't a huge problem. We see that time and time again in different game modes as well. However, where it starts to become a problem is the low use rate of particular brawlers in that game mode and the frustration you feel not being able to play that brawler, or if you jump into it with that brawler, losing trophies drastically. I'm talking about your primos, your bulls, your really close range brawlers, Shellys. You're going to be tilting trophies in those game modes because the Jeans and the Crows are going to be eating you alive. So guys, now that we have an idea as to why it was deleted from Brawl Stars for a second time, which I need to add hurts even more because we were able to taste it once again, I want to commemorate Graveyard Shift and all of its beautiful memes in today's video. We're going to be hopping into a little bit of memes from the community reviewing Graveyard Shift, and I gotta tell you, it's freaking hilarious. So before we kind of lose the thought of Graveyard Shift and how it was, the meta, the brokenness of particular brawlers, let's enjoy some of these memes. Let's get into it. So for the very first one, we have Mostly in Graveyard Shift, and oh baby, is this one freaking relatable. We got Teaming Barley, Teaming Tick, and Teaming Dynamite waiting behind the door with a large knife, waiting for us, the casual player, you and me, or just someone who doesn't want to be super sweaty and play these ridiculously broken brawlers in the game mode, ready to pounce on us. It's not fair, man. I feel like Dynamite probably not as good as Barley and Tick, but man, Barley and Tick have given me quite a few headaches on the road to Purple Iron Man challenge, especially Tick. I'm happy that's gone. Okay, that part of it, I'm happy it's gone. And I'll rate these as well. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. There's better ones to come, and I'm going to be a kind of a tough grader today. Let's move on. Me, now that Graveyard Shift is gone. Yes, we have Sleepy Sandy. Are you guys sleepy now that Graveyard Shift is out of the game? Guys, like I said before, I dumped in quite a few hours into this game mode on the road to Purple Iron Man challenge, so now that it's gone, it's like a piece of me has been taken away from me, and I don't like it. Feels weird. Feels weird, man. So, are you sleepy? I like this one as well. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's a nice, small one. I like it. Life Leech / Graveyard Shift feel like everywhere I go, I see his face. Barley with freaking medical use, just camping in a corner, not doing anything while I'm frantically running around trying to get a little bit of damage. He's out healing his dang chip damage that everyone else is going through. Barley was broken. I get this one. 8 out of 10. The last thing you see when you die in Graveyard Shift. Oh, this one is perfect. Literally a bottle right in your face. We've all been there, guys, when you're at like 500 HP, desperately trying to get some sort of damage off on someone just to heal up like a couple hundred so you can prolong your death, and you got a Barley in a bush or hiding behind a wall, just chucking a bottle at you, and you die. You die a painful death. This one is perfect. 9 out of 10 for sure. I like it. Graveyard Shift right now, mind you, it was 18 days ago, back in the best days when Graveyard Shift was still in the game, but we have Playing with Gene on Graveyard Shift, pretty broken, looking kind of crazy. Playing Crow on Graveyard Shift, Yeah, you got the tilt head back because he's broken. Playing 8-bit with second star power on Graveyard Shift. Yes, guys, Graveyard Shift is much worse than Showdown. You have only one life, but you're slowly dying. So second star power is freaking broken. But I feel like he didn't get that much recognition. The star power is broken. 8-bit was played a lot in that. I gotta say, he was meta in Graveyard Shift for sure. But man, was such a good star power. Who can relate to this one? I'll give it 7 out of 10. Another format, Graveyard Shift Truth. Everywhere I go, I see his face. Another, yes, not as much as the Barley, I gotta say, the Barley and Ticks, but there were a lot of Pipers and a lot of Crows. Were you like me, every single time you saw a Crow, that you just literally turned around the other way and tried to find someone else that wasn't a Lobber or a Crow? Because I never messed around with the Crow, man. The poison was just too much. Who wants to get ticked down by 2 different things? No one does. But another good one, same format, I would say 7 out of 10. The rare Brawler's argument about Graveyard Shift made 24 days ago. Barley, guys, I can explain. Rosa, you get free heals by wasting attacks. I only get free heals when I'm bush camping. Poco, bush camp. I can only provide free heals to my teammates and get free heals when I have my super. Primo, you guys are getting free heals? Oh, this one is perfect because it works. They're all rare brawlers and they're having a conversation between themselves. Who has the more OP healing dynamic for Graveyard Shift? This one is freaking epic. It has layers, man. Layers. I'm giving this one a 9.5 out of 10. It's close to 10. I like this one a lot. Graveyard Shift in a nutshell. Poisoned enemies struggling to damage anyone. Crow. Oh, this one is good, man. Just basically like the same exact reasoning as the last one. Crow is always a nuisance. No one wants to get chipped down by 2 different chip damages. Poison plus whatever Graveyard Shift was. Another poison? I'm not sure. But Crow got the better of it because he got to out heal with his poison chip damage. Whenever he hit someone, he just ticks them and then runs away. This one's good. 8.5 out of 10. I like it. Life Leech is better than Graveyard Shift. Now, a little context. A lot of you guys are probably thinking they're the exact same game mode, but there are a few differences, and this points out one of them perfectly. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They are the same, Graveyard Shift. And first of all, one thing that's super funny is how derpy the ghost looks. It's a happy ghost. I like that. It makes it even more funny. But as you can see, if you have a skin inside the game mode on the like waiting screen when you have them selected, if it's just a recoloring of the skin, you can't tell the difference. So Graveyard Shift, if you have Graveyard Shift vision, you can't tell the difference. So we're talking like 8-bit, classic 8-bit, the Piper skins, Colt skins, things like that. Skins don't matter in this game mode, I guess. 7.5 out of 10. I tried to get the Graveyard Shift star token as Shelly. Rank 30, 48 trophies. Relatable. Literally what we said in the beginning of the video. Any short range brawler is useless in this game mode. Don't try to get the star key with Shelly. Come on, man. I'm sure he tilted in a different way, but still, that is great. I like that one a lot. 9 out of 10. Graveyard Shift. Spare damage. Spare damage, ma'am. I don't think Crow should be struggling. They should replace the face with like El Primo. I think that'd be perfect. Crow don't need no spare damage. Are you kidding me? He's OP. But still, I'm going to say give it a 6.5 out of 10. If it had a Primo, 9 out of 10. That's good. I like this one too. Saving this one for the end, our final meme of today's video, Gene OP in Graveyard Shift. Supercell deleting Graveyard Shift. Gene has never seen such before. Bullcrap before. Saving this one for the end for a specific reason, but I like this one a lot just because of the ghost and the face. Guys, I'm a simple man. I like funny stuff, and the littlest things make me chuckle. Just look at that face. That's an angry Gene, an angry ghost Gene. Freaking funny. And the sentence below doesn't really, it's like improper grammar, but it would be something Gene would like say with his gibberish. 7 out of 10. So guys, that's going to be the end of our video today. Going over some memes. I would say it's better to laugh rather than to cry over Graveyard Shift. Have a laugh over it. It feels bad that it is gone. I did enjoy that game mode, especially for the Road to Purple Iron Man. Definitely out of functionality, the game mode was fantastic for that, as well as there's just kind of a break. It felt like a mini game inside of Brawl Stars that was still like trophy based. So it was fun. You never know. There may be another day that Graveyard Shift or Life Leech will come back in a different way, be reincarnated into Brawl Stars for a third time with a different name and different skins for it, like a reskinning, not maybe spooky. We'll have to see. You never know. That would be nice. Oh, and also, I believe I ranked quite a few of them, 7 out of 10. You guys, if anyone wants to add them up and put them down below, I think that one was kind of like my go-to ranking. It's tough, guys. It's tough. I don't know how Coach Corey does it sometimes and gets away without being massacred by you guys. So be easy on me. It's my first one and probably the last one. Wanted to have fun in 4 Graveyard Shift. But yeah, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Be part of the Rave fam. We would love to have you. So with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out.